Hi everyone, this is Devins Financial Weekly Stock Analysis Newsletter. Today is June 28th, 2015. Our newsletter is for your informational purpose only. We're not responsible for your gains or losses. Let's take a look at current market trend and our strategy. US stock market uptrend is under pressure. My current trades, I have sold all the index ETFs. I reshort China index ETF. Just mostly I got stop out and then I shorted again. So I have sold some leading stocks and I'm still long some stocks, but with a reduced position, and stay very cautious for this market. Let's take a look at indexes and their charts. First is the DAX index, German DAX index, and every time it hits 50-day moving average, looks like about to roll over. So 50 moving average seem to be the resistance. So and also there's a downtrend line right here. So DAX is going down. Nasdaq, very high volume sold off on Friday. So this is a risky area. So it may come down a little more. That's very likely. And mid cap seems better than Nasdaq. On Friday, it's just a break even there. Russell 2000, just small cap. Small cap still in the uptrend. SP 500 large cap had a distribution day as well. Gold price, gold is in a downtrend. Silver downtrend as well. Gold mining stock ETF downtrend. US dollar in downtrend. This is below 50-day moving average, so it may roll over again. Crude oil comes to a critical area right at the 50-day moving average. We have to see if it can stay at this area. If it cannot break down, then the downtrend can start. However, it can break out to the upside, then there's another uptrend. So crude oil right now is in the cross point. It's just don't know, it's an intersection. So we have to watch and see what direction it's gonna go next. China Asia Shanghai Exchange Index. China Asia broke down. We talked about this last week, and it's already shown some bad sign last week after a gigantic move up. So the market is very vulnerable to go down. So right now it's last week it's finally broke down 50-day moving average. Tried to rebound for 2 days and came down again. This is a classical topping pattern. So next week, it's possible it may rebound a little bit, but it's very likely just break down. So this whole 1 year of last year, the market has gone up significantly. It's almost like a doubled. It's more than doubled for the last year. So this market is in high risk. That's a China market. This is a China Asia related ETF broke down big time. Another China Asia ETF broke down big time. And if you can short those Asia, a lot of money can be made in a very short period of time. And FXI, another ETF, came down. YANG is an inversed China Asia ETF. It's a bearish ETF. I'm long this ETF. So if you long this ETF, when the index come down, this ETF will go up. So that's another way to short China index. YING is a 3 times bullish. This ETF you have to short it right now because the market is in it broke down, and this ETF has already come down even before the Asia market came down. IYR is a US real estate ETF. It's going down, downtrend. GGC is a copper. It's going down. Now it's a rebound from that downtrend. NBB is a mortgage bond price. It came down. It broke down again. Mortgage interest rate is reversed to the bond price. So mortgage interest rate has entered a uptrend. So Semiconductor came down, broke down 50-day moving average. Social media ETF also a risk. Solar ETF downtrend. USO is a crude oil, again at a critical section. Right now, right at a 50-day, it's a little bit below 50-day moving average. So this is it's a little bit weaker than the index because of the ETF. Its correlation is not, it's a little bit behind. Energy ETF came down, downtrend. Financial ETF still in the uptrend. So that's the ETF. That's a index charts. Let's take a look at the list of stocks. There are few stocks are still in a good shape. Facebook actually broke out last week to the upside. Illumina, Skyworks Solution, Alta Salon, and Zebra Technology, SC, Tesla, AYI. Those are the stocks are still in good shape. And there are few stocks be cautious. It has shown some cautious sign on the chart. NXP Semiconductor, Taser, Palo Alto Networks, and the Tabla, DATA. And then there are two stocks we talked about last week to stay cautious, but this week they broke down. Umbrella and GoPro. So I'm gonna show you the charts. First list of the stocks are still in good shape. AYI, this is still in the uptrend. The trend has not changed. It doesn't mean you have to buy those stocks right now. It's just if you have them and this stock is still okay to hold. Facebook broke out on Tuesday. Broke out on Tuesday here above $86.17. That is the breakout pivotal point. So it broke out and stay breaking out. Illumina still in the uptrend. Friday has a high volume trading, but the stock closed almost on the same price when it's open. So it's still okay. SC uptrend. Skyworks Solutions still in the uptrend. Tesla still in the uptrend. Alta actually buckled the trend on Friday. It went up, so that's a good sign. It's a very tight flat base right here. Zebra Technology, this is in the uptrend. So those are the stocks are still okay. And then there's the stocks need to be cautious. Tabla, DATA. The reason is on Friday it has a high volume down day, and the stock dropped 3%. Volume is pretty high, and it broke 10-day, 20-day moving average. So this has to be very cautious. If you haven't sold, I will use Friday's low as a stop order price. NXPI, this stock broke below 50-day moving average. It's very dangerous right now. So it closed below 50 days. So we have to see whether it can rebound above 50-day or not. If it cannot, then this stock can come down a lot. Palo Alto Networks, this is another stock has a lot of profit, and it has a very nice uptrend. However, right now it broke down 50-day and 20-day moving average with a high volume on Friday. So this stock need to be very cautious. If you have a lot of profit on this stock, and now is a good time to take some of the profit off the table. Taser is cautious because look at here. This is a 35.79, did not touch previous high and came down. This is a bad sign. The stock cannot reach previous high and just pull back again. That's a cautious sign. Okay, now there's two other stocks absolutely to be avoided now. Umbrella, we talked about it last week, mostly because this stock like last year was at $30 and now it's like $120, 4 times gain in 1 year. That's a lot of profit. And then May it was $70, now $120, so that's another 50 gain in a short period of time, like a little bit over a month. So usually that is a sign of climax top. When the stock has such big long run up and huge gain, A lot of people had made money, and as soon as there's something wrong, those people has no hesitation to dump the share. That is the reason when the stock has a large, significant run up, and you have to be very cautious. As soon as it drop, you have to sell because all the other sellers, all the people who bought the stock already bought. Now all you have is the sellers. So, and we talked about on last week, on Friday last week, that is a bad sign already. Very high volume. It's the highest volume uh, on last year, and the stock went down. So Friday was a sell signal. If you haven't sold on Monday on the below 10-day moving average, that's an absolute sell. If you have a stop order below 10-day moving average, you could have sold it at 112. And usually when the stock and the climax top, I will use 10-day moving average as a stop. Or I will go back 3 days, find the low of that past 3 days using that low, which is the same, almost same as a 10-day moving average at this point, 115. That would be an absolute stop order. So when the stock drop that price, and automatic sell. Right now the stock rebound a little bit, and then I would not give too much hope here. Look at this big drop on Monday. That's a lot of people have sold. A lot of shares. Those are institution usually. That's large number of shares sold. Those institutions have sold. So, and that's a breakdown. So this stock actually could consider to be a short candidate. GoPro also had the trend has turned. Previously, it rebounded. I was actually long here, but as I say, it could not make previous high. Like previous high is $61. It hit $59.73 and started coming down. That is a bad sign. So when the stock in the uptrend, it should go above previous high and pull back, go above previous high and pull back. So if the stock cannot go above previous high, started pulling back, that's a sign the trend may have turned. So given the volume on the down days, volume is pretty high, so there are more sellers than buyers. So this stock is another thing to be avoid. So there are two stocks to be on the avoid list: Umbrella and GoPro. What to do in the current market? First of all, we should always have a hard stop order in place. If a stock drop below the stop order, get out. And if stock already have a lot of gains, and you can get out on the way up, such as Umbrella, you don't have to wait until the stock order trigger. Usually when the stop order get triggered, you have already lose a lot of profit. So on the way up, if you sense the stock has a climax top, you can get out part of the position. And I will get out of the long position index ETF because the market doesn't look very promising right now. And I will short China Asia index either through short the bullish ETF or long the bearish ETF. Either way is fine. And shorting the bullish ETF is better in this market because the ETF usually underperform the A share. So if you short the bullish ETF, there are more money to be made than long the bearish ETF. That's all for this week. See you next week.